This is how I made my maximum version of Spider-Man Brand New Day Marvel Legends, and as you can see, I get pretty insane range with the butterflies and much more. And yeah, he still looks pretty natural to me. Huge shout out to Insane Figures on Instagram because he helped me mod this figure by watching his tutorial. What you'll need for this modification is a Dremel, you'll need an X-Acto knife as well, and you'll need plastic clippers. These are the 4 attachments that I use on the Dremel. This is all you'll need. Those Dremel bits already come included in the Fantic, and no, this is not an ad, this is just showing you guys if you have this one, it already comes with everything you need to make these modifications. Now, just to give you a quick brief explanation, this is how the figure looks pre-modification, and we're going to be doing some drilling on the chest, and I'll give you some guidelines of where to actually start and end your guidelines. As you can see, it makes a huge difference. For your first step, you want to boil some water and put it in a bowl because we're going to disassemble your action figure. I'm going to be doing this Daredevil just to show you guys a quick brief example of how I did it on the Spider-Man. But yeah, just make sure they soak there for about 1 minute. After you let it soak, be careful, the water is super hot and it should be really easy just to disassemble. Take off the legs and then take off the shoulders. Make sure you pop off the arm, and if you can't, grab a cloth and you can simply pop it out. You still want to keep the sockets of the shoulders, so don't do anything with that. After you're done disassembling, you should have something like this. Now my Spider-Man is already modified, so I'm going to use a different arm as an example, but you see here, I basically clipped the arm peg, and yes, it can be scary clipping that arm peg, so I'm going to show you where to clip it. On this next arm that I have, the figure should already have a semi guideline. You see that peg already has a line where that base meets. So Spider-Man is going to have that same base. What you're going to do is make sure to grab your clippers and then just line them flat, and then bam, just as simple as that, you have modified your arms. I'm not sure why it gives it extra range, but it just works and it doesn't make your arm loose. Now that you modify both arms, just set them aside because we're going to be working on the chest as well. So just pick up your figure, make sure you put these shoulder joints tucked in. You want to make sure you have enough gap in order to actually work on the figure itself. It should look something like this. Now what you're going to do is grab your Dremel, start dremeling, and you want to follow that C shape right there. What I did is I used the bottom web as a guideline, and I basically wanted to keep it as natural as possible, so please take your time. What I did is grab this bit right here, and then all you got to do is start sanding down. Remember, keep it in a C shape form and try to hit that web. And what I mean by that is right here, you want to follow that bottom web shape. But yeah, just drill and make sure to hollow out the inside as well. You can kind of see what motion I'm doing. This is how I did it. So I basically followed the C shape and then inside. Now, after you're done with both sides, you're ready to put your arm pegs in. If you want them to go inside easier, make sure to warm up the peg before doing anything. You can see that this modification made the butterflies so much better when going forward. I'm not sure why removing that little peg thing works, but it works. One bonus tip, and what I will do in the future, is draw some web pattern on that shoulder itself. But yeah, don't be worried about your figure being loose. It's alright. Now the second modification is a very easy modification, but it's also easy to mess up. It's the head. You can actually look up and you can also look sideways as well, and all you got to do is shred the backside of the head. Grab your X-Acto knife and follow the pattern. You're basically removing any excess plastic on the side and the back as well. I did not touch the peg, I just touched the head plastic. All right, I forgot to mention, if you have any loose plastic or little bits hanging out, grab your X-Acto knife and all you got to do is go by and clean them and you should be fine. Now for the third mod I did is the torso mod. For some reason this peg is really in there, so even after I boiled it and let it soak, it wouldn't come off. So what I did is just push it back as far as I can. Don't do it to the point where you break it, guys, come on. So just hold it, and then all you got to do with an X-Acto knife is just do a little C shape, and that's pretty much it. Just a little C shape. Make sure to hollow it out a bit. It will take some time. Do it neatly, because if you do it neatly, you can basically hide it when it's standing up. The only time you'll see it is when you do the ab crunch backwards. But yeah, it just improves the range of motion on your ab crunch. Now for our fourth mod, it's the legs. I basically use this Dremel bit because it fits exactly on the Legends legs. What you basically do is just Dremel down. Do not Dremel into the leg, just go downwards in a downwards motion like that. If you do it just a tiny bit and then clean off the plastic, it gives it an extra range of motion by the leg pegs. And then for the crotch piece, you want to get this little small ball Dremel thing, and then you basically want to Dremel on the drop down hits. Make sure you're not hitting the drop downs itself, but the plastic surrounding the crotch area, and don't go in too deep as well. All you got to do is basically a back and forth motion like this. You're gonna see, and you want to make it look as natural as possible, but yeah, just back and forth until you see a bit of plastic being shredded, and that should allow your drop down hips to go even further beyond. Now for the final step, you're basically gonna grab your sander, which is this Dremel bit right there, and you basically want to sand down that plastic ball joint, and then bam, it should be simple. Just assemble the figure back together, and yes, heat this up. I already heated mine up. And don't worry about anything being too loose. If you did it correctly, you should have a perfect figure without it being loose. Let me show you right here. The legs are perfectly fine. Nothing will happen. Doing the leg mod will increase the leg motion. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Just a couple modifications to truly make this figure maximum. Yeah, I already guys told you this in the last video. I used the Magic the Gathering feet because I like the web pattern on it. His feet do look big, but that doesn't matter to me, and it works perfectly fine for me. I need that articulation there. Now for the fist, you're gonna grab this tiny little Dremel bit, and it actually is the perfect size. What you want to do is grab your fist. There should be a little tiny guideline there, a little dent, and make sure when you Dremel the fist, you don't Dremel it straight, Dremel it at an angle, because if you do it straight, it will drill out through the fingers. But what this will allow you to do is insert Mafex webs onto the actual fist itself, and the hole is so small that it makes your fist look natural even when you're posing them without webs. For the accessories, I grabbed the backpack off of the X23. I also grabbed the web shooting hands from the Maximum series and the grabbing hands as well. The grabbing hands are so you can do your custom webs and hold them. And yeah, those are just small things in order to elevate this figure. It's easier than expected. This is my first fully modded figure, and it came out looking so nice. And gosh, did I just tell you guys how much I love this figure? Like, the mods truly make it so good. Here are fun little poses I did with them just to make sure and have some fun with it. But yeah, I hope you guys try this mod out to make your maximum brand new day Spider-Man Marvel Legends. Bye!